shit. Gang shit, good gang shit. What's up YouTube? It's your guy Philip from the Honda Resource. Today I'm back out here working on Cody's K20A2 swapped Integra. Now, a couple of days ago we were working on getting it together, and you all saw in the video where we got it kind of installed. We went to spin it over and it was making this horrible noise, just sounding like a rod knock or something, just tat 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 tat. So we pulled the valve cover and did a little investigating and found that the timing was jumping and the tensioner was bad. I think I already threw the tensioner away. I wish I had it for the video. But you can take the tensioner and squeeze it, and the little lock on it didn't work at all. So that was no good. The chain was also stretched. So we've got a another K20A2 out here that's has a slung rod that we pulled out of a car. And I just used the parts from that to fix it. Just wound up pulling the whole motor out of the car because it was just easier to get the motor out of the car rather than fight trying to get the timing cover and stuff out from in the car with the motor installed. You can see here how tight of that is up and through there, and trying to get the timing cover off, it's not very feasible. So we went ahead and dropped that out. I don't know which day that was, maybe Monday or something. Today is Friday. So we pulled that out and took the oil pan off, just checked the bottom end, made sure all that stuff was good and everything looked pretty good. So we just cleaned out the oil pan, put that other timing chain and tensioner on there, sealed the oil pan again. Somebody had put a gasket on there. I have no idea where they even found a K-Series oil pan gasket, because those don't exist. Just Honda Bond, guys. So we put some fresh Honda Bond on the oil pan after we cleaned it up, stuck it back up there, put the timing chain back on with some fresh Honda Bond. It's good to go. But that's where we kind of left off, and then let's roll back into the video. The motor sounds healthy now, and we got it running. We would start it up right now, but jump box is dead. It's actually over here charging, and I don't have a battery for it yet. So we also got the vacuum port for the fuel pressure regulator hooked up, got all the fuel lines on, and clutch, yeah, we got a clutch slave on now, clutch line, we got it bled out, put a chassis ground on it down here. We actually did move it back and forth here, just forward and reverse, just to make sure it wouldn't move under its own power. And it seems to be good to go. So we're going to redo this charge harness here. I don't like how it was previously on this car, so I'm just going to take that apart, put some new terminals on it, and redo it, make it a lot nicer. Really, the only thing left on the wiring is I got to change the connector for the lockout over here, because I took this connector, it used to be for the purge up here, and I deloomed it all the way back to here and then ran it around. And I'm going to put another connector on there and make it to where to go to the lockout, and then repin it at the ECU so that it'll work the lockout, because we're not using the purge stuff anymore. So that's I feel like that's a better use of the wiring there, don't you?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So
makes it look cleaner.
Yeah. So anyways, making progress on it. It's slower than we anticipated. Like I said, we had to pull the motor out, change all the timing stuff and all that good stuff. But we got it back in today and got it up and going. And so we'll get some more video of it maybe tomorrow or something. I'm gonna tell out of time. I got to go to work in like literally 5 minutes. I'm not dressed. So
sick.
Yeah, sick. All right, quick update for tonight. Went ahead and put an AC compressor on. Got the hybrid AC lines on here. Got the original Integra condenser. And I had to manipulate the small line a good bit to make it fit in there, because the Integra, it kind of comes through like right here above the transmission. So I definitely had to make some bends in it and stuff to make it go through here. And it's a very delicate process because you can't kink those lines. So you have to kind of massage it and work it and get it where it goes. And then I got a belt on here. This is just off of a 8th gen SI I had laying in the back. And this is an 8th gen idler on here. So that's just kind of where I was going with my thought process on it. You know, 8th gen has the K20Z3, which is also a K20, and it's set up very similar to the A2. So I was like, well, let's screw it, try the 8th gen belt, and it worked perfectly. So heck yeah. One less thing to do. I got all the charge harness and stuff done, as you can see. I got all that in place. I've actually got, that's the battery out of the Dragon. It's a Honda Fit battery. See how small it is? It's actually the OEM battery. See? But we're getting closer and closer, man. Every little step. I mean, look at this thing. You like breathe on the key and it starts up. I mean, bam! Look at that. So, anyways, we're looking good on that front. So now I've just got to get the radiator situation resolved. We thought we had a radiator, but it turns out it's an 8th gen SI radiator, and that's not going to work. And don't know if we can use the Integra radiator because both of the outlets on it are on this side, and we'd have to reroute them all the way over here. Looking at maybe doing a RSX radiator in here or something. I'm not sure. Because that would put both of the outputs over here. I'll have to do some measuring and stuff and see if we can figure out something. Because I'm trying to put a full-size radiator in here. That's the objective right now. We did get some hoses, but these are set up, like I said, for, let's see, I guess it would go, whatever. It would go over here like that, and that would be kind of set up for the outlets being on this side of the radiator, and we've got an intake over there on a parts RSX, so like the cold air intake, whatever. So we'll get that put on there maybe tomorrow, and it's coming together, little at a time. We're trying to make this thing kind of OEM as possible. We want to be able to retain the AC, obviously, and this one doesn't have power steering. It's just looped down there. But it's going to have cruise control. I got to get the cruise box off of the Skeeter. We're going to put it back on here, run it to the pedal, and it should get us retaining cruise control. And then, just little stuff is coming together, though. So, I guess that's going to wrap up this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike. I mean, it is what it is. I hate to see those dislikes, but interaction is interaction. So, if you liked it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. It's whatever. And then leave me a comment. Let me know what you enjoyed about this episode, and if you like seeing stuff about swaps and stuff. Generally speaking, CRV content is my bread and butter here. So, that's what I try to kind of stick to nowadays. But still like doing stuff like this too, And if you did enjoy it, go ahead and hit the subscribe and make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you get notified each and every time I do an upload. Thanks again, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.